Now, I think there's a lot of money, a lot of money. We just need money. We got money in our pockets, but we need money. We still need money. We are going to need some money. We need that money. Put your money away, son.
Put your gun away, Arthur. That's better. All right, welcome back to Patient for PC. And I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption, Mr. Internet. A lot
How
of it.
much Red Dead Redemption you been playing?
A lot. Like a whole week's worth.
Wow.
Enough where I think I could make a conversation about it. I know what I'm talking about now.
Okay, well I sure don't, so it makes us a
You
good
played
pair.
it?
I played it. I was thinking about this. I played it in 8 years ago. How much do you
Shoo.
remember about a game you played 8 years ago?
Well, I remember not liking this game 8 years ago.
I definitely
But,
didn't like it.
Now I like it. I think I like it quite a bit now, but it's not without its flaws, and I wanted
Yeah.
to talk about a few of the flaws today.
Right. Yeah.
Number one being the big L word. You know it. That big, long, scary L word that the gamers like to use. Ludo narrative dissonance.
Rears its ugly head again.
And, games have it. Some good games have it. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, it's always the quest to get away from that, right? You hope
Well,
your game
so,
doesn't have it. But
for the non-gamers in the audience, so what is ludonarrative
Well,
dissonance?
from what I remember, it's when you're doing things as a gamer with the controller that don't exactly match up with the story or the character or the theme or all kinds of different things. And this
Yes,
game,
sure.
this Red Dead game, is full of it, all over the place. It's a wonderful
Okay.
game, but it's full of ludonarrative dissonance. Number one,
Yeah, go for it. Go for
Number one thing is, every time you're in any cutscene where you're at risk of dying from being shot from a gun, they're acting like Arthur doesn't have Matrix powers where he can stop time like Neo and shoot everybody in two
Yeah, very
seconds. You
interesting.
know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
So all of the weight of any type of like conflict in the
Ambush,
story
conflict,
is
whatever. It's like I'll just use my superpower. And
right.
it'll be fine.
Stand back, boys, is what I wish
Yeah.
Arthur could say.
Right, right.
But
Sure.
you wouldn't have a story in the game, so it's easy for me to dash that one aside. And I'm not good at the shooting in the game anyway. I'm playing on a
No,
controller.
right. You need that stuff.
I need it. I need it for every shot that I take. I
Yeah.
think I use it.
Yeah.
So that's a little silly.
Yes, that makes sense to me. That's a
Um,
little bit silly.
Something else is that I'm playing Arthur as I was playing Arthur before he got the tuberculosis. He was I was playing him as a good guy. I was pretty far on the right on the
Okay.
the little meter. I was in the light
Yeah.
side, you know.
Yeah.
And so
He's a
the,
good
and the
guy.
whole time, yeah, I like to play him as a good guy. He seems like a good guy, and they seem to think they're good guys too. The whole Vanderlyn gang, because it was a funny part to me when I think I remember mentioning it to you at one point. They're asked to go kill somebody, and Arthur's been killing up until that point in the game. Arthur's been killing
Yeah.
everybody, and they look at the guy aghast, the Angelo Bronte character, and they, well, we don't kill people, sir. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Right
I
after
do.
that,
Arthur
the
does.
game, Arthur walks straight to the post office and shoots the guy in the head.
I wasn't as reckless as I usually am in Rockstar games with this, but yeah, Arthur does kill people, and for them to act like they're better than that was a little. I laughed out loud at that one,
Yeah,
and that's like
pretty
halfway
funny.
through the game,
Absolutely.
What else was there? There was a lot of other parts too. Just for everything from so the one example was like a good mechanical instance of it, and then this other one is just like you're doing things that the game is not writing into the story. It's not accounting for
I
into
see.
the
So,
into
yeah,
the
you do
plot.
something, and it doesn't seem that anyone knows that you've done it.
Right, which this game when it does excel at that, the characters react very well, but
Yeah.
they can't account for every little thing that you do and every
Right,
interaction.
right.
So again, it's easy to dash away.
So is
Uh,
this the idea that you have so much money, so they shouldn't be worried about money because you could just reach into your pocket and give it to them?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that one. That's another big one where the whole time, Arthur, we need money. It's like that. I think Dutch says it 20
Dutch, I
times.
got it. you
Yeah,
know?
and I
I
think
can't.
I'm sitting on about $7,000 right now.
Now, is that enough? I don't know.
I don't
How much
know.
does
How
a
much was
typical
that in
DD2 pay?
1899? We
Maybe Dutch needs 70,000, and then so it's like, all right, he's right.
all they're trying to do right now is escape to like some kind of island country where they can disappear. And I feel like I don't know, was the exchange rate good back then? I
Yeah,
feel like it
probably
might have
was.
been. So,
Probably was.
yeah, I don't quite know how much money Dutch needs. He never says. Interesting point that came to light there. He never says how much.
That's
We
true. He
just
never.
need more money, Arthur.
That is
Uh,
interesting.
yeah. So, and I don't have anything to even spend this money on. That was something else. It's like, what do you
That's
even?
really tough.
I
You
got
know,
all this money.
if you
Can't
bought
can't
out
use it.
every single shop in the town, then you must have enough money to go
I
out
didn't
and eat.
buy everything, but I probably could. Yeah, and I would
Right.
probably still have $3,000 left over
Yeah.
or more. Yeah.
And that's difficult to see.
But the worst example is, and this might not even
Okay.
be purely ludonarrative dissonance. This
What do
is
you
this
got?
is like a whole different problem. I think is just when, spoiler alert, Arthur gets tuberculosis about
Yeah.
halfway through the game,
Lord.
and it's not just a story uh, point. His stats actually get worse, and it's harder to maintain them, and it's kind of silly and funny because you can't smoke cigarettes without him hacking up a lung or taking a swig of alcohol or anything without him audibly and visibly being in discomfort. That makes me feel bad, but it's like so. I
That's
always
not what a
wanted to,
game is for.
yeah, I wanted to just talk about that a little bit. What are the repercussions of giving your player character a fatal
Curable, fatal
disease?
disease,
Oh, you
and
might
there's
crash.
nothing you can do to avoid.
It's a
Yeah, I
very
mean that is
interesting
quite an
choice.
interesting thing,
Say
right?
again,
It's
Vic,
like
Mr. Internet.
it is really an interesting thing because you think about what is the purpose of an open world game for the player. It's to basically give them endless choice. They can do whatever they want. This game really shoves it in your
Ooh,
face right at the end. You can't do whatever you want. You can't even live,
we're not even
no
at the
matter
end.
what.
Well, I'm in like the middle.
It's the end
You
of
know,
Arthur's story, uh, and he's, you know,
got to get him back on track there. Yeah, it's very strange. I was really getting into it. I was loving being Arthur.
oh
I
no,
was
I'm
doing.
not really saying it's strange. I'm saying it seems like intentional, right? To like make a comment on what it is to have agency in a game like this, because you don't. In some sense, there's no game if you have agency. As long as there's a narrative, your character is sort of a thing that things happen to. Even though you can go over there and hunt a wolf, or you can go over there and fish, none of that matters.
It doesn't
Nobody wants
matter now. He's gonna die before the game's even over, from what
This
I
is what I'm trying to
understand.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, it's it's got to be. Well, obviously, it's intentional, right? You don't write something by accident, but it seems to be quite a juxtaposition with like the spirit of a Grand Theft Auto game or a Rockstar game, which is do whatever you want. Now at the end, you see some things are inevitable. There's nothing at all that Arthur Morgan could have done to avoid his eventual fate,
Nope.
coffin himself to death.
Nope. It doesn't matter how many premium cigarettes I smoked or didn't smoke. He was always gonna get diagnosed. And yeah,
That
so
also reminds me of some other stuff you were saying, which is like many times you think, man, the real Arthur would have said, Dutch, I ain't doing this job. Doesn't make any sense. But this Arthur in this game just says, I got a bad feeling about this and goes through with it anyway.
and
So what is
yeah,
going on with Arthur?
maybe
He's got no
maybe
agency at all.
maybe the real Arthur would just go along with whatever somebody told him, and maybe he's not as independent as I would like him to be. You know what I mean?
He's
Maybe
really not. I mean, this is the real Arthur, right?
I like the real Arthur for me is when we're out on the range and there's no Dutch
Yeah.
and there's no tuberculosis and
Mm.
and it's just I'm just enjoying me and my horse.
I know
Um,
that's it. That's the open world dream, right? You do
but
whatever the hell
now
you
now I'm scared to progress in the story missions because they're gonna take him away at some point. So I'm
Yeah,
literally
they are.
trying to do as much as I can. I just went across the river to the area where you're not allowed to go yet in a
Whoa.
canoe that I stole to catch a fish that I wasn't supposed to get yet because I want to do as much with Arthur as I can. And I'm afraid I'm going to put the game down when it switches over. You know what I
Well, I
mean?
can tell you I sure did. But I
Yeah.
had a very different experience to you, which is when I was sick as Arthur, I was speed running story missions like crazy. I just run from one to the other, waiting to
Yeah.
get along with this. I think I did all of that last chapter in like one sitting at like 1 a.m.
It the chapters start going quick if you
Yeah.
just beeline it to the
Yep.
story missions. It
Yep.
seems, yeah. But so yeah,
So I think
it's an interesting. I wonder if the writers, you know, maybe somebody like just really learned about tuberculosis a lot, and they're like, we have to make sure like this was tearing up the country. You know, at that
you
time,
think
we
that
it
this
needs
choice
to.
was primarily about historical accuracy.
Yeah, maybe
That's
there's
what
just
this choice is about. Hmm.
no. I think what it really was they needed to for some reason tie the first game to the second game more than it already would have been by letting you play as a secondary protagonist that is the primary protagonist in the first game, that John Marston
Sure.
character, which
Yep.
I think you said you didn't play this part, and I don't know if
No, I
I
didn't.
will.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to let the because I didn't play Red Dead 1. Did you?
No, I didn't.
No. So we don't care about John Marston. You know what I mean? Is my point. People
But
like
many people did play Red
right,
Dead 1.
right, and so they might appreciate it, and that's why Rockstar wanted to kill off Arthur and give the reins to John, and then they said, you know what would be great? Tuberculosis.
Now, why do you think why they could kill him anyway?
I know,
And
and so
uh,
that's the
they could
that
have
yeah, I
sent
don't
him
know.
out in a blaze of glory. He
I
could have
still
been
hey, I
fishing,
still haven't seen
smoking,
the death
shooting.
scene. Maybe he will. You
I'll
know,
give you one guess about what he's doing.
he's sitting in the
It sounds
doctor's
like this.
chair. Sitting in the doctor's chair. Yeah, that's so
In the next
strange.
I
It's
agree with
really,
you. It
it's
is
like when you're in a
very.
bubble that's that tight, these things don't seem strange. You know, when you're making this game with your team.
I think they meant for it to be strange. I don't think that. Yeah, I think this was an extremely intentional thing to do to Arthur, who fulfills your fantasy of doing whatever the hell I want in the Wild West. And it's a pretty pointed thing to say the
And what do
end
you
of this
why did
guy's
they do
story.
that?
To say something, I think. To say something about the structure and fantasy of open world games.
Okay,
That's what I think.
say something
Grand Theft Auto is
not so good.
the well, not so good, just true. Just true and maybe inconvenient to think about, and I don't know, but Grand Theft Auto is the quintessential example of doing whatever the hell you want in a game. That's what Rockstar is known for. That's their whole thing. So it feels to me like something like this doesn't happen by accident because one guy's grandpa had tuberculosis or something like that. This is very intentional. And I think, possibly other parts of Arthur's character resonate with that theme of like inevitability and hopelessness and.
Yeah, there could you could say there's a theme there for sure. I wonder if they'll do something similar in Grand Theft Auto 6.
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think they're gonna kill one of the girl or the guy, and then make you have to play as
Now
Trevor
tell
is gonna
how,
come out of nowhere and
does that happen? Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, you do. You have to like kill one of them, right?
why wouldn't
Ultimately.
they do it? I personally don't like when you do a protagonist change. You know what I mean? I don't typically like games where you change protagonists.
Okay,
I
now
don't know.
does it count when Banjo and Kazooie split up?
Not that doesn't
No, that doesn't
count.
count.
No.
Right, then I think I'm with you. Yeah,
It's
like
it's always I don't know. I don't know what it is. Even if it's not an RPG or a game like this where your stats are building up, it's just like I
yeah.
don't want to be somebody. I want to be the person that I am at the beginning. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I agree with that. I remember that was something I really did not like about the second God of War Xbox or PlayStation 5 game. God of War Ragnarok. It makes you play as a little kid. I don't want
Who
to play as no
the
damn
hell?
kid. I don't
Yeah.
want to play as no damn kid. I want to be Kratos.
Do you think they were trying to say something with that?
Absolutely, yes.
Fatherhood?
Yeah, some like, you know, some like it's boring not to be Kratos, is I think what they're trying to say with that. I think about this a lot. Like, other games, even when they don't make you play, like, of it, or even full sections. When you just change what character I'm playing and then you give me some small set of tools to work with in like what's functionally a cutscene, I just can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's just a gimmick. It's a throwaway, you know.
It just makes me think, why can't I play the game? Why can't I just play the regular game? At least in this one, they do kind of give you some time to chew on being John Marston. But
It seems like there's a lot of it, right? I mean, like, there's a lot of map.
chapters.
Yeah, there's a lot of map that gets revealed with him. So, you know, there's a pretty big chunk of the game there. And
I think
yeah,
that's true. I think you should play it because then I don't have to, and then we'll know what
I'll
happens.
I'll definitely give it a try, but if John starts saying and doing things that
What
I
I
don't
remember
like,
is the beginning is really boring.
he's on a plantation.
Yeah, he's just working. He's working and working. Yeah, well,
Great
Arthur's on his
game
way out,
overall.
so
Arthur's on his way out.
say your goodbyes.
Yeah,
If
that's
there's
why I
ever
like to
any
just let him ride through the country and let him enjoy it. Hunt down every last animal.
That's very kind of you.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Until next time, stay patient. And remember, the important thing is to not get tuberculosis.